Hello, everybody, and welcome into a surprise ACFL edition here. Couldn't let this week go by and not give us this game. Two power rank wise top teams in the league, basically 1 and 2 coming into the year, basically have stayed 1 and 2 throughout this point. So to see them square off the first time, we actually weren't going to get a game with them at all at any point. So we're still obviously looking at them as the favorites. The Bengals have obviously made their case that they should be number 1 or 2 still, even with all the changes. So they're clearly feeling good about their spot. So 1 or 3 at the lowest we're looking at here with that Giants loss last week, but still powerhouse teams, and frankly I just had to see it. So game one we will actually get. They play twice in quick order, so we will know pretty quickly who has the upper hand, at least in the early part of their slate, though these two teams do seem primed for a matchup in the playoffs as well. So we're going to start this off with the Eagles getting the ball. So obviously this offense has been just one of the most consistent units in the league this year, consistently moving the ball down the field, consistently putting up points. Done what they need to get the job done and keep themselves ahead on the scoreboard. Basically don't think they've trailed all year. Go Barkley out wide, and that's a great job on the edge. That is Davis, Carlton Davis on the edge. Makes a great play in space. Tackle for loss for him, and a great start for this Giants defense. Going to be a big day for this front four. They're going to need to get pressure. As they go to the ground again, and nothing once more. So Barkley does get a couple yards, maybe a yard only. So we got a 3rd and 10. And let's see if Thibodeau, who leads the league in sacks, can pin his ears back and get him here. And dump off, not going to be enough for the first down. Great tackle in space. I think that's Clay Walker with the tackle. So that's going to be a 3 and out and a great first stop from this Giants defense. And fair catch, right? 20. So standard touchback. CJ Stroud and this offense coming out. You know, a lot to prove this year for them. You know, kind of a big brother, little brother thing going on the last couple years between the Giants and Eagles. See if they can get the monkey off their back. This Eagles defense, for their part, I mean, Khalil Mack, Micah Parsons, Jeffrey Simmons, as Micah Parsons combines the linebacker there to make a play at the line of scrimmage. So these two defensive lines, their teams led in large part with their defensive lines. Just the strength of these units really carrying their overall team, and they go as the D lines go. So whoever can get the most pressure, and that's going to be a sack by Jeffrey Simmons, just pancakes an offensive lineman right into Stroud as he tries to escape. So a 3rd and long for the Giants. See if they can fare better than the Eagles did in this spot. And he is not going to, does not see the pressure coming. That's Simmons again with another sack. So that is 2 for him, and they will be punting. Jeffrey Simmons, have yourself a drive. Punting from his own end zone here. Let's see if he can flip the field back in their favor. And he will not. That's not a great punt. And the return, but a flag is going to bring it back. So at least that helps. It's still going to be pretty good field position for the Eagles here. We need a couple first down to get into field goal range. Go to the ground once more. And Barkley's going to get some positive movement this time. 6-yard carry on first down. He does come up limping, but he's still out there, so I guess he's going to be all right. And over the middle, complete. Devontae Adams out to the 44-yard line. And they go RPO, Adams with the grab, and Hendrickson there to stop him after a short gain. Great job on the pursuit from Trey Hendrickson. And we're empty here, so we've got to watch out for that quarterback run. And they do end up running with it. He goes down after a gain of a few. A 3rd and 4 coming up. They are in field goal range. Be a long kick, but it is makeable. Let's see what they dial up here. Man in motion. They're going to the ground. Hurt's going to run for it. He's not going to get it. Tackled for a loss. That Robertson, Amik Robertson, I think was in on the tackle. Great job of discipline to not chase after the back and stay on his assignment. Hurts makes the wrong read, and they're going to punt from the 40-yard line. So it would have been a 57-yard kick, but I think that's probably just the difference. A tackle for loss. Huge already in this game. That's going to be a decent punt down to the 14. We'll need more from this offense, no doubt about it. As none of the people shown on screen have the touchdown lead. I think he is 6, so he's tied for third. But and deep pass, complete. Mike Evans, and he has a step to the 34-yard line. So we had the Eagles get a first down, and the Giants answer the first down right away. Can the Giants build off of this? And Evans again down to the 41-yard line. Second and short coming up here. See if they give it to James Cook. They go play action again, but he's got a man open. That's Dawson Knox underneath. He breaks a couple tackles and barely steps out of bounds. A great job and a great call as they enter Eagles territory. And pressure, but he gets rid of it. Not much there, but at least it's not a sack. Right there at the 40-yard line. This is where that Eagles drive stalled out. Can the Giants put up points in this spot? We go out wide. Cook's got the step, and he's got the corner first down inside the 30. Great call again, and an awesome job on the edge, setting that edge and getting them a first down. Back to pass, quick out. He's got the step again. Dawson Knox. Big drive for him. 2 big grabs and nice run after catch on both. First down inside the red zone for the Giants. So when they played last year, they had 2 fumbles deep in Eagles territory that cost them dearly in a game they lost by only 3 points, a 17-14 game if I remember correctly. It was the fumbles that hurt them, so obviously you have to avoid that, but you really just got to turn these into touchdowns. Their defense did a great job to keep them in that game, and they have started off strong again. But Stroud is going to get sacked. Khalil Mack, just a dominant inside move. Stroud doesn't see him coming, and now we got a 3rd and 20. Stroud, he's going for it all. A flag. Oh, is it in? Oh, I don't know if he caught it. We don't get a call, but that's a great throw and could be a great catch. I don't know if he's in. We'll see what the flag ends up being. Roughing the passer. It was a touchdown. What a throw. What a catch. I think it's Wandale, number 17, if I remember correctly. But Stroud, I mean, barreling down on him, he's able to complete an absolute dot, corner the end zone. And, I mean, man, you could not ask for a better throw or a better drive from this Giants team. They answered after that first drive was a bit of a disaster, and they got a 7-0 lead to basically wrap up our first quarter. The Eagles will get the ball back, and we'll see if they can mount a drive. So Giants defense gets their offense to give them a nice long drive, see if they can keep their energy up. They go play action, no pressure, and great job in coverage. Trey Hendrickson, not known for coverage. He gets out there, he gets depth, and he is able to break up that pass. 2nd and 10. And he does throw it, but Kayvon Thibodeau, man, I mentioned at the beginning of that first drive, he makes a great inside move, and he gets a sack, forcing a 3rd and long, matching his counterpart on the other end, Khalil Mack. So that's a big play, a big end of our first quarter for the Giants, as they have an opportunity to get off the field once more, get that offense, get the ball back to their offense, and keep them in rhythm. Goddard in motion. Dangerous group of weapons, no doubt about it. Hurts under pressure. He's going to run for it. Oh, he steps back. out wide and got it wide open. First down to the 45-yard line. So a great job in coverage for about 4 seconds, but unfortunately Hurts was given just too much time, able to find the open man, and he is able to pick up that first down. A real coverage bust in the end because there's nobody on him at all. And they go to the ground, Barkley, and he's going to get stuffed. Thibodeau, an excellent inside move. He get nowhere to go. Great job overall by the Giants, covering all the gaps. And just a quick slant there to St. Brown, sets him with a third and manageable. Another opportunity for the Giants to get off the field, but this one a much more manageable down and distance for the Eagles. And he goes out wide. He's going back to the tight end run after catch, but he doesn't get it this time. We got a 4th and now 5 with the broken tackle. They push him back. They will likely punt from midfield here, and they do. So a huge stop from the Giants defense, pushing him back. Because I mean, if that's only a 2-yard gain, if they don't give him that if they give him that forward progress, I mean, they're going for that. You think so? That's clutch. That's huge. Now the offense gets the ball back. Good field position after the poor punt. We'll see if they can execute another drive. Other than Jalen Waddle actually with the touchdown, not Wandale. And gets the corner, James Cook, a great cut. He sticks the ball into his chest and doesn't fumble it somehow. That's bold. 15-yard run on first down. Again, right in the teeth of the defense. Just bounces the outside as he cuts back. Oh, a double cutback. So that's a counter play, an inside counter, and then he hits the cutback perfectly. A 10-yard run. James Cook, have yourself a day as they are into Eagles territory right away. And Stroud to pass now. They pick up the blitz, and they got Waddle on the inside. There is a late flag looking like on the Giants, so probably going to get a hold behind the play. It's a tough draw. They get a nice play to keep things moving. Government's going to get dinged for the penalty, so a 1st and 20 now coming up, and they'll go empty. Just stay in your plan. You were having a good plan before that, and that's not how they were doing it. That's a contested out route for 2 yards to Waddle, but you know they've been working in the middle of the field well, getting those run after catch. We've got to do something like that here on 2nd and 18. And a great job in coverage there on the bottom of your screen. I believe that's Witherspoon makes the play on the ball. So 3rd and 18, and pressure comes, and he's just got no chance there. Parsons and Mack both getting off of their blocks. Running back picks up 1, but can't pick up both. Khalil Mack rounds up a 2nd sack of the day. So not the finish of the drive your hope. Obviously the holding penalty wiping out a play to get him into field goal range. Flips the momentum of that offense. Give defense just the opening they were hoping for. And now the Eagles get a chance to tie this game back up. Obviously, Barkley having a monster season, 8 touchdowns already on truly spectacular pace for them. We'll see if he can get them going. His run game hasn't been explosive yet. They send the blitz. He rattles out. He's going to run himself, and there's nobody home. So a great job on the blitz to flush him out of the pocket, but they did not have the contain set up on the access blitz. That's the problem with the stunts. I mean, you get a job, you get the pressure simulated, but if you don't get the contain, it doesn't really matter against a guy like Jalen Hurts. And free rusher, he throws it out, and he's got St. Brown, and that's going to be a 1st down to the 39-yard line. So, again, great scheme, but you gotta cover your bases if you're going to get that pressure paid off. Hurts doing a nice job dissecting their blitz so far. And just a quick pass, not much there. Got it. We're going to take a shot from Quay Walker as soon as he completes the grab. Going play action. He just dumps off to the tight end, who is not going to get much. Does set them up for a 3rd and 4. This is basically exactly where they were at their last 3rd and 5. Let's see if they got a different plan here to pick this one up. And Hurts is going to run for it. He's got it. They get man coverage and just nobody home once again. And he breaks the tackle down to the 30-yard line. Brian Branch eventually brings him down. So it's the legs of Jalen Hurts being their whole offense right now on this drive and just in general. And they go to the ground. And a great read, because it would have been a loss of like 5. But unfortunately, still a loss of 1. Giants all over this running game so far. Another full house formation. go pass right away. And Hurts going to try to scramble once more. He drops it off, and I don't know why you would have done that if you're Jalen Hurts. They have not shown a ability to disengage off their man and get to you. Why throw that pass at all? Why risk it in the air? Especially because you could have created some distance. But either way, he does decide to do that. Now we have a 3rd and 7. Tight bunch. Obviously looking at these corner routes. He's going to step up. He is going to sneak out of that pocket. So once again, the Giants are in man coverage, and once again, Jalen Hurts makes them pay. 1st and goal, Eagles. As they're going to, the Giants are going to call a timeout. That's smart. I love the Giants calling a timeout here, trying to get this ball back. As they're going to leave Goddard uncovered, clearly thinking run. They do pass it, and he's going to get a free rusher. Dexter Lawrence gets a sack, so that's clutch. That's big time. Dex in the zone now. Great job on that. Honestly, right to where they were trying to hit Goddard. So he was not open. They set up a screen and a flag by the Giants. I'm not sure what the flag would have been. It doesn't look like anybody really got hit. Ooh, I didn't really see him get hit. I guess he must have punched him or something, on the top. I didn't see Hurts get decked. But either way, at 1st and goal, that does give him a chance to run the clock all the way down. That's not going to go anywhere. Giants are going to call their last timeout. So this obviously could have been setting up for a 4th and goal situation, or 3rd and goal, I think, actually. But they gave him the 1st down last time. Out wide, and it is caught and broke the tackle, and Goddard gets into the end zone. So a great effort from Dallas Goedert. Had a nice start to the day so far for him. So, Eagles answer back near the end of the half, and we will see if the Giants can execute in the 2-minute drill, get some points back up. They will get the ball at half, so we do have a 2-for-1 opportunity. All right, 7-all. Stroud gonna have to work the quick game here, and the Eagles know it. They said a max protect out there, and he is able to find Mike Evans, though it did not look pretty. But that's a start. Hey, it's a first play, 10-yard chunk. That's exactly what you need. And that's a completion to Waddle. Not any run after catch opportunity for him, but it's yards. You keep this thing moving forward. They get back up on the ball quick. Looks like a blitz from the Eagles. They back off, only sending 4. Up the seam, wide open. And that's a great throw and a great catch. Waddle, his 4th of the day. That gets him up to the 30. They run up to spike it, and they get the spike off, though. That does take a ton of time. And a nice completion, a nice run after catch there, too. That's Wan'Dale Robinson. So Wan'Dale able to make a couple men miss and get them another 1st down. They run up to spike it, taking their time, of course. So 26 seconds remain for the Giants. So they can get one more 1st down, get up to the ball, and then end zone shots. They set up the screen, and I don't love it. They're going to have to hurry to the ball now. So I don't love taking the ball out of Stroud's hands. And I don't love calling the spike immediately either, because now you only get the chance to kick the field goal. So they're going to get points at the very least. I guess you you could have ran a play. I guess you are risking it to an extent. So I see it. I don't love then that, your last chance was a screen. But either way, they give themselves a chance to put up points. They get the ball back, like I said. So the game very much in their hands as they do make the kick. 10-7 game. McManus strikes it true. So with 8 seconds left, you got to imagine Philly is just probably going to see if there's a deep chunk out there and call a timeout, but very likely. Okay, they will just hand it off. But Barkley's going to get a nice run, Oh, he's going to get a huge run. One man to beat. He's going to beat him. Saquon Barkley, touchdown run, 70 whatever yards, and a backbreaker for the Giants. I mean, it looked like everyone was running in quicksand trying to catch up to Barkley there. That is a devastating run. No way around that. Saquon Barkley I mean, runs through a host of three dudes and just doesn't even slow down as the Eagles will take a lead into half. What a role reversal. And also why, kids, you wait to spike it until there's a second left. Well, gonna have to shake it off. I mean, they had the whole halftime to sit on it. Now the offense knows. I mean, they gotta put up points. They gotta get touchdowns. They got complacent at the end. I really feel that way. They just didn't keep pushing for the end zone at the end, and it cost them. And now we'll see if they can turn the Jets back on and get this game rolling. Jeffrey Simmons, welcome back. A four-man rush, and Stroud is going to sit there and take the sack. I can't remember who that is. Alfred Collins, maybe? Yeah, I can't remember who they drafted. But knocked out of the zone, 3rd and 19 as well. They send the blitz, and they go screen opposite side, and Cook's got blockers in front, and he can't make a man miss. That was well set up, and it almost was well blocked too. But in the end, just a punt. All right, so that's where the Eagles will take over, right at 38-yard line. Nice field position for them to start as well. Obviously, a big boon for them getting that Barkley run. Now we'll see if they can open up their offense and take control of this game, where the Giants have faltered here in their execution. And Thibodeau, tackle for loss, let them know, hey, it ain't going to be twice in a row. You're going to get touchdowns on your first carry of the drive. And Hendrickson misses the tackle on Hurts. So a free sack for Trey Hendrickson, but he is unable to bring him down. And now a 3rd and 2 coming up. This Giants team simply cannot get out of their own way. And a catch by Adams. 1st and 10. And 2-yard completion for the Eagles. And a completion, Devontae Adams down inside the 40. And Barkley just full at the seam. Up to 93 yards on the day, of course. Almost all that coming on that one big run. And there's a big play, though. So outside of like 3 carries, this Giants defensive front has been all over the run game. But the biggest one they had, just to need to stop stop them once, go to halftime. They couldn't do it. And then this drive, they've been a little bit more dicey on their coverage as they're against the run. We got a 3rd and 7 coverage for the Goddard grab. Got a hold in the 3. And Hurt's going to run for it, and Hendrickson's going to bring him down this time. So I don't know if they'll give him a sack for that or just a tackle, but either way, field goal coming up. Oh, broke a tackle. This could be a huge return. One man to beat to the corner doesn't quite do it, but I think this is the longest kick return in the ACFL this season. I think it's only 39 yards before that, so I think he beat it. Over 40-yard return. Just an excellent work to get out of a jam and get him up to midfield. So a spark, perhaps, for this team. Let's see if the offense can capitalize. Go to the ground, and nothing for James Cook at all. Everybody sheds the blocks on the right side. And Cook just cannot get through the line of scrimmage. And Stroud. And he's got Evans, who gets him the first down. Excellent work by Mike Evans after the pocket. Also, C.J. Stroud, please just slide around a little in the pocket. He does the stationary thing, and he's just going to take whatever pressure gets to him. Excellent job by the offensive line to keep them away from him, but man. And to the ground they go. They get him with a one-on-one against the linebacker, but, I mean, it's only 2 yards past the line of scrimmage when they get that. And they didn't, win all their one-on-ones anyway up front, so not much chance for Cook to make something happen. He does get the 2 yards out of it. Stroud, out wide, and a little late to Mike Evans there. And if that's on a rope, it still is good, but he touch passes that in there for some reason, and he takes the hit a little too early to stay in bounds. And he gets out wide, and 4th and 1, you got to go for it here. And they will be going for it. Heavy setup here, strength on strength. Can the Giants offensive line get the push here? Oh, it's no push at all. The Eagles get the stop. 2 defenders sitting in his lap. No chance at all for the fullback. I mean, Dotson gets blown up on the outside, and there's 2 more guys sitting even after that. So, I mean, no hope here. I would have probably rather not gone heavy set and really tell your hand. I always hate when they do that, but either way, it's going to be Eagles ball, and they get to stop first. Thibodeau having a nice day. And they set up the screen. There's a late flag. They're going to get him for another roughing call. The guy's still standing upright. So BJ Hill, his second of the day, would be ejected. But man, that's just tough. There's no way. That's just crazy. And complete to Devontae Adams. He gets out of bounds at the 30-yard line. The Eagles look to be able to basically put the game away here with the way their defense is playing. And there is another completion down to a 3rd and inches. So we'll see if the Eagles can show them how it's done as they are lined up in the heavy set themselves. And they go QB sneak and they get the first down. So little ACFL touch push gets them the first down. And out wide, they do get a flag. It looks like on the Giants, though? Okay. They just put the flag over the Giants there. So, a holding will knock them back 10 yards. Replay the down. Barkley with all the room in the world and just, I mean, gets all the penalty yards back plus a little extra. Over 100 yards for him on the day. And doesn't get it that time. 3rd and 4 coming up. Out wide, and it's complete but short of the line of the game. Will they go for it here or take the 2-score lead? They're going for it. That's ballsy, but they want the 2-touchdown lead. They don't want to settle for just a 10-point lead. Opportunity for the Giants. They go to the ground, and a flag, but he's not going to get it either. What's the flag? Another hold. Decline it. The Giants got their stop. An injury timeout as well. Not going to see who it was, but the Giants get their 4th down stop. It looks like Branch. Oh, no, he looks like he's celebrating. So they get the stop they need. Can they tie this game up? And they either got to do it very slowly or rather quickly, depending on... Oh, they're going quickly. He's got the step. He caught it. What? Sorry. Waddle. Jalen Waddle. The touchdown. So they get the stop on 4th and 2. And then immediately a one-play max protect bomb to Jalen Waddle over the top. They answer the Eagles' long touchdown with one of their own. This one a 90-yarder. I didn't exactly see where they were when they started, but oh man, what a play from the New York Giants. What an answer by this team that has basically been pushed up against the wall for this whole half. Basically since that last play of the 2nd quarter where they gave up that touchdown, they have been pushed back up against the wall, and they have responded here with that touchdown. 88-yard touchdown throw for C.J. Stroud. And now the defense, I mean, they're right back on the field. That's the downside, is that they have been on the field a lot. But fresh off that stop, rejuvenated by the long touchdown, can they keep the advantage and get the Eagles' offense off the field and give their offense a chance to win this game? For the Eagles, I mean, I think you gotta get Saquon in these open opportunities that they got in a little bit at the later part of the drive, or the early part of the drive, I mean. They just started going heavy too much and didn't really give him a chance to work in space. That's a nice RPO. Gets him 5 yards. So let's see if they can spread the Giants out a little bit and then take advantage of that with Barkley. And they go RPO once more, and A.J. Brown nowhere to go that time. Loses a yard. Xavier McKinney in on the tackle. A.J. Brown is in the zone here. Possession takeover here. And Hurts to him. And he's got the grab, so that's, I guess, the good thing. You give him 2 straight catches, and he's going to be producing for you. Feeds off that energy, and they are just on the edge of field goal range themselves. Play action, and deep shot. He's got it. Davante Adams out of bounds at the 28-yard line, so they are in field goal range once more. Obviously wishing they had taken the points last time, but you got to play aggressive if you're going to win in this league. So I love the aggressiveness. And a late flag. They're going to get a 10-yard penalty again. Man, everything good for this team has gone bad in this last little bit. Can they still execute? And a completion to Adams inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. Makes up the penalty yardage. 2nd and 9. And a quick pass again, dropped by Adams actually. So a 3rd and 9 coming up. Put 2 on A.J. Brown. Gotta get some pressure here. And not gonna get any pressure, but he's gonna try to run for it. He's got the first, a late flag again. He gets it in the end zone, but it looks like there's gonna be a hold behind the play. Please God, put a spy out there next time. You maybe learned your lesson, but that's a backbreaker for the Eagles. They just, I had a big 1st down play to get to a 2nd short, callback for penalty. And this, a 3rd and 9, 27-yard touchdown run called back by a hold. So a 3rd and 19 now coming up. And this is a long kick too, so you got to get some yards. But the Giants, new life, please put a spy out there. Pressure comes on Hurts. He goes deep, and he missed him. He overthrows a wide open Devontae Adams, and now we're going to see a 52, 53-yard kick. We're going to go 54-yard kick, actually, for the Eagles. Kick is up, and it's no good. Nick Folk unable to make the kick, so the Giants now just needing a field goal to win this game with 4 minutes to go. They got to use some clock, but they also, they just have to execute above all else. Cook outside. That's a big chunk play. Makes a man miss and down inside the 40-yard line to the 37. So start using that clock up. You don't want to give the Eagles any time from here if you can help it. And an RPO to Mike Evans, and he takes a shot, but that's why you go get a guy like Mike. He'll hold that thing, and he'll get in the end, or he'll get you the catch. Essentially, he's gonna hold on to that fucking thing. They go fullback dive, and it's a big fullback dive out to the 18-yard line. Musgrave gets him a big chunk, and now we're heading to the 2-minute warning. They're in the same formation here. Obviously liking the look they got out of it. They go play action. Stroud out to Cook. He gets the corner, and he is going to get down inside the 5-yard line. Obviously, we're not looking at killing the time for the Eagles. In some regards, it's going to have to be up to your defense just to get the stop. Focus on getting in the end zone. Time isn't going to matter for the Eagles at this point with all their timeouts. So just focus on getting that thing in the end zone. If you get tackled short, you get tackled short. But Cook is going to get tackled short. The Eagles are not going to call the timeout, and the Giants are not going to use all their time either. But still a miscue from the Eagles, as they could have gotten up to the ball a little faster than that. Out wide, and touchdown Waddle, his second of the day, his third of the day, actually. Come to think of it, I think it's his third touchdown of the day. So, because he got that first one too, didn't he? Wait, did he get the second one? Who got the second one? Yeah. He got all three. The second one was the Giant one. Yeah, so third touchdown of the day for Jalen Waddle. A man who has been on this team the entire time. He's taken these beatdowns from the Eagles for his whole career, and he shows out in a big way in their first matchup of this season. Really smelling that blood in the water as they execute a 2-minute, 35-second drive. The Eagles will have, just over a minute 20 by the time this kick is done, probably, and all of their timeouts. So they will have ample time. 81 seconds. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. Put a spy out there because you're playing man coverage. They've been doing a good job in man coverage, but Hurts has been running free against them. Cannot give up 30 yards on the ground to Hurts. And a completion over the middle. Goddard. Can't give up that either. Timeout Eagles, sorry. 5 seconds. 20 yards. That's a great start for the Eagles offense. St. Brown in motion here. They fake it to him. They go to the ground, and Barkley, he's got blockers. He makes a man miss. He makes another one miss. He's inside the 40 to the 34-yard line. So they are so good that they are able to run the ball and still get it. I used 4 seconds, and they used 10 seconds, and they are inside the 40-yard line. That's a miscue a little bit, but they are able to save the timeout at the very least, get up the ball quick. Yeah, one timeout in 10 seconds, and they got 40 yards. Hurts rolling out, takes the check down, and he is going to get out of bounds. So a great job by the tight end to get the first down and get out of bounds. So they're going to have time. Hurts. And incomplete. Quay Walker lays a massive hit on the receiver for Philadelphia. 2nd and 10. Out wide, and a completion, broken tackle of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and an injury timeout. Quay Walker is injured. 3rd and 1 coming up. So obviously going to be without their best middle linebacker here. I'm going to see Jermaine Pratt probably step up in his role, and he's going to help get the stop. 4th and inches coming up. Great job by the Giants as the Eagles do call the timeout here. They need this 4th down to continue, and they can get it, call the timeout, and then take their end zone shots from there. But they got to pick this up. Giants with a golden opportunity to ice the game. They go to the air, over the top, missed it. He missed the throw. He has St. Brown wide open in the end zone, but it is incomplete. The Giants will win this football game. Out for the, I guess not the victory formation, because they do have a timeout. I guess they're gonna just do it. Just hand off to Cook, conservative carry. But and there, that will do it. So timeout. Eagles, just go ahead and kneel it out. And the Giants at home win the first of our essentially Titans matchup here. As the Eagles will fall. Only one undefeated team remains as the Cincinnati Bengals, so they reign atop. Actually, no, hold up. The Texans are on bye this week. I was looking at the schedule. I think it's Texans and Bengals are our undefeated teams. But man, the New York Football Giants, it looked dicey. I mean, it really did. That Barkley touchdown, I thought it was over. But the Eagles only managed 3 points after that. Giants are able to get 2 touchdowns. And I mean, CJ Stroud, what more can you say? He is absolutely hanging in there today. He took some shots. Pass rush was all over. I think they had 6 sacks, and not a lot he could have done on most of them, but he delivered for this team in a big way. Jalen Waddle got the contract extension here, lifer for the Giants, and man, he showed out today too. Perfect passer rating from C.J. Stroud. Only 2 incomplete passes. Hurts for him. His part was also really good, but missed 2 big throws on third downs that could have really iced the game for them. Barkley with that 75-yard touchdown run, obviously being a big difference. The run game in general for the Eagles being a huge boost for them. 157 yards and 3 touchdowns for Jalen Waddle, that 88-yarder being the play of the game for the Giants. Obviously not a great day to be an offensive lineman for sure, but we knew that coming in. Jeffrey Simmons was a monster, a force to be reckoned with all throughout the field. 2 sacks for him. Those 2 sacks on that first drive, though, so he did not produce in the pass game after that. But he did obviously still get 6 tackle for losses, so no complaints there from the Eagles. But what a game! I'm glad I got to watch it with you all. And the Giants strike first, but this chapter or this book is far from written. Just this chapter is over. See you guys in the next game. Actually, Johnny will be on the next game. I'll see you on the game after that. But peace.